everyone up here as well. The way that I view this is you have 5 people in front of you who all want a better county. You're all here because you want a better county. We all just might have different ideas of how to get there. What I think I bring to the table is listening. I bring some leadership. You know, I touched a whole bunch of different people in the community in different ways, and that's what I want to continue to do. It feels so well.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out as well. And I would just say this, I have served the community in a variety of capacities the last 25 years, and I continue to be interested in doing more. I've always been able to get a hold of, I listen, and I like to respond. I think you can sense from listening to me, I will help get things done. And if you have an issue, you call me, I will bring it to council and do something about it. And that I guarantee you. So I would be honored if I could get your vote for council. Thank you.
Thank you everybody for coming out, and I do appreciate that everybody's put their name forward. It takes a lot of work to be running for council. We all know that, especially minus 30, right? When you're at the door and the pen won't write. So I've told you a bit about my experience. I helped to manage the Langford Schoolhouse. We have a small organic farm, but I bring a lot of experience from working on intergovernmental government university committee, from working in healthcare, from running a small business, and from working in rehab medicine. So some of my key values that I'm bringing, I just wanted to mention, is from my background, I'm bringing more ecological planning, so that smart growth, so you can reduce sprawl, fiscal responsibility to taxpayers, community consultation on issues, transparency on council decision making, respect for residents, for fellow councillors, and for staff, inclusive community so that we foster a welcoming community for everybody, and reconciliation with First Nations. And a point that I left out was ethical investment. We fund the pension fund for all of the Brant County employees, and so there's a push for us not to invest in weapons, so that's a key point. So I would appreciate if you would vote for me, and thank you for coming out tonight.
Thank you for everybody for attending here tonight. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed meeting everybody up here. We've got fine representation from the countywide from Ward 5 up here. I think I would be a good representative even though you think I don't live here. Now I don't. But as a crow flies, pretty much anywhere in the county, especially Ward 5, I can be there in 20 minutes. Scotland, Oakland, and Mount Pleasant are even closer. So depending where you're coming from Onondaga, if you get to some other centers in Ward 5, it's a wash. Me running in Ward 5 and declaring, I can't believe the amount of people throughout Brant County who didn't even know what was in Ward 5, let alone when you were in Ward 5 that you were even in Ward 5. So at least I could say I thought that. And that's what the ripple effect of the community engagement of which I preach about and I believe in, is once people see the kind of support that we throw behind your counselor, and that we come to a consensus and we all work together to come to the same conclusions, believe me, more will fall in line and pressure the councillors to do the right thing and vote for us. I'm just like you, us people. I'm a constituent, you're a constituent, whether I'm in Ward 2 or Ward 5. I'm still here to serve Ward 5 as your councillor first and foremost. Because I have the same ongoing issues as everyone else. Affordability, and then onward down the line we could go. But any time of day, my dad and my 3 sisters have ensured that I learn one thing as well as my 3 daughters. You must listen and you must hear. I know, and I'm a man saying that. So that is what I bring to the table. I will listen, I will hear, because I'm not going to sit in my bubble. I need to step out of that, and that's what I bring, a better and a brighter, fresher set of eyes to a ward that is much in need of it, and especially of the attention to what we will undergo on a regular basis here in Ward 5. Thank you.
Thank you everybody for coming here tonight. It's been nice to look at all of your faces and listen to what everybody has to say. You're very engaged constituents and I value that. What I would be honored to have your vote. As a first-time candidate, this has been a learning experience for me, and I have valued every little lesson I've learned along And this newsletter connects people with the resources of the county. I go digging into 5 to 10 minutes of a council meeting that's on YouTube, and I put people there so that they can see when planning infrastructure, planning processes change without even the council's noticing. And I think that my slogan for a stronger Ward 5 has to do with empowering citizens with information, getting them to access it, being able to touch it and feel it and know what to do with it is very important. Whether I'm elected or not, next week I will continue to publish door to door as a newsletter until whenever, no end date established. It's something that I'm pleased to do, and an informed constituency makes for a stronger Ward 5. And that is what I bring to the table. I am very transactional when I sit down and talk to somebody one-on-one. I listen, I make sure I understand the concerns, and I have no problem making a test of myself and getting the answers that I need. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your candidates. It's now up to you. I guess you can even do it tonight, but it's up to you. You know how to vote. You know all the rules of that. And if you don't, I might have some answers written down here somewhere. But these are your excellent candidates. One more round of applause for them. And I see they have a little bit of literature. They'd probably be glad to visit with you one-on-one. We're not leaving yet. So I want to say thank you to the Brant County Federation of Agriculture for sponsoring this event for you. I've been told it was a little too late because the voting has already started. But you know what you have to do from here on. So thanks to everyone.